Hey everyone, thank you so much for stopping by my channel and hanging out with me for today's video, which is going to be a quick video sharing some of my favorite home hacks that I have put in place around the house in the last few months. I hope you enjoy these handy little home habits, hacks, tips and tricks. Guys, the first hack that I have for you is something that is super random that I discovered when Freddie, our little pup, was a super baby puppy, and I used to batch cook his little puppy meals for him and store them in these Kmart stainless steel containers. But when you go to take them out of the freezer, defrost them in the fridge, you don't want to really give him something that's freezing cold straight out of the fridge. Now, obviously, because they're metal, you can't heat them up in the microwave. So to take the heat off the puppy food, you can actually use your Aerochino, and this little Kmart $1.50 container fits perfectly in here, and you just run it as the water whizzes around. It hits the bottom of the bowl and it heats it up. Not things that you want to make piping hot, obviously. So anything like puppy food or baby food that you've got, your puree that you've made and you've batch cooked, put it in the freezer, defrosted it in the fridge, and you just want to warm it up enough to take the edge off it. You don't want to make it piping hot. This will do the trick. You can either run it once, or if you want it a little bit hotter, just put it in for a second run through. It's just making it that nice, straight away, edible temperature that's pleasant for them to eat. So as you can see, it's just running its little cycle, and once it's done, you just pop it up, open it up, give it a stir. If you want to do it again, you just refill the water and then just run it through for another cycle. And then I find that in 2 cycles, it is the perfect temperature to feed Freddie straight away. And he loves warm food rather than food that comes straight out of the fridge and is cold. So typically it would be just some cooked chicken mince mixed up with kibble, and then I just use that to warm it up a little bit. So I think that is a great hack if you don't like using plastic to store baby food or puppy food, and obviously the metal can't go through the dishwasher. So this is a great way to warm up little portions that you don't want to get too hot. My next little hack that I've got for you is also in the kitchen, and it is for people who don't have ice maker fridges or freezers but go through a lot of ice. So I love my ice, but unfortunately we don't have the space to put in a fridge with the ice making facilities. So I've just converted the top drawer in my freezer to an ice drawer, and that is just the dedicated ice drawer. Now mine has actually some holes in the base of it, so I just grabbed these 2 plastic placemats from Ikea that just line it perfectly. And then it accommodates a whole bag of party ice that you can pick up from the convenience store or from the supermarket for around $3 or $4 for a big bag. And it is just so much easier than filling and spilling this piddly little thing, which is so annoying. And then I've just put the super big specialty ice cube tray in there because we obviously don't use that anymore. But that is a great tip and a great hack if you do like using ice, but you don't have the availability for a ice making refrigerator. And then I've just got this metal scoop from Ikea that I use, and we just boom, dig it in. Now, if you are going to do this, always make sure that you store your ice on the top shelf or the top drawer, because it's ice, it always has to be on the top where there is nothing stored above it that can potentially drip down and cause a food safety hazard. So just bear that in mind. Now the next random hack that I have for you is another Kmart product, another Kmart Ikea crossover. So if you have these canisters from Kmart, you might use them as canisters, but if you have one that maybe broke, or you like to use your canisters for something that doesn't require the lid, for example, a vase or maybe a utensil holder, and you have the lid left over, you can actually use it as a lid for your Ikea candles. So you might burn the candle, blow it out, and then instead of letting it get super dusty, you just pop that on and it fits absolutely perfectly, keeps your candle dust-free, clean, perfect to use, and you're not wasting a lid because you've found a purpose for all parts. This next little hack or tip that I have for you is great if you have a kitchen that doesn't have much storage space. So to the side of my stovetop, I have just made some makeshift DIY shelves from these bamboo drawers, and they have just been stacked sideways and then just double-sided taped, and then you can either glue tack them to the back just to hold them steady in place, or use 3M double-sided mounting strips. You're basically just taking these bamboo drawer organizers. I got mine from Kmart, but you can get these at $2 stores or on Amazon, anywhere, and you just put them together, and they come in all different shapes and sizes. So you can see there's longer ones, shorter ones, middle-sized ones, all different sizes. They're super, super cheap, and they're really easy to stick together. If you wanted to permanently fix them together, you could definitely use like a hot glue gun or some permanent glue, but I just do mine with double-sided tape, and I find it's enough just to hold them in place. And then you just want to use some kind of fixing adhesive, not permanent, obviously, if you're renting, just to hold it in place to the back of the wall, just so it doesn't topple over. If you've been watching my videos, you will have seen I've had these up for many, many months and never had an issue with them. They are perfect and a great way to make additional storage when you are limited for space. Now, this next thing that I wanted to share with you, it's definitely not a hack. It is just an item that I think is brilliant for small space saving tips and ideas. And it's just to have one of these tiny trolleys to pop in between the fridge and the side of the fridge cabinet. They hold an absolute ton, and they are just the perfect size for mason jars. I hold all of my like reusable straws and things like that. And it's all my baking supplies, so everything that I need is all in the one place. And then it just rolls in. It's honestly just such a simple thing, but it gives you so much extra storage if you are stuck for storage space or you've got a really tiny kitchen. All right, now this next little hack that I have for you is using another Kmart item, and I have shared it on my channel before, but I think it's just too good not to share again. And that is taking these little $1.50 bookends, these metal bookends from Kmart. And yes, they are fabulous for holding books up, but they are also fabulous for holding your Konmari folded items in place so they don't fall over. So as you can see, you just slide them in behind your folded clothes. And then when you take out a shirt, for example, instead of them falling over like that, which they often do, you just push the metal bookend forward and then it holds it securely in place. This is honestly such a game changer and such a simple idea. I do love the Konmari folding method, but I find that no matter how tightly I fold them, they often topple over. So having this little simple thing in the back just to hold them in place, it just solves that whole problem. It also makes it so easy just to put them away, because you just push it back, slide it in, make it color coordinated if you like, and then it just keeps it all nice, neatly tucked in place. And you can use this for kids' clothes, you can use it for jeans, you can use it for absolutely anything that you Konmari fold that you want to keep really nice and neat in the drawers. Now the next clever little hack that I have for you is this beautiful little Ikea plant stand. Picked this up in a recent video, and I don't use it as a plant stand. I actually use it in my bathroom vanity as a place to store all of my everyday kind of beauty essentials. I'm just giving it a clean now, so I thought I'd just film it as I was restocking it. And this is absolutely perfect for keeping out and at hand all of your most used beauty supplies. The top tray is great for holding all of your jewelry that you might take off when you go into the shower. And I think that it is absolutely cute enough to sit out on your vanity as a nice display item, and it looks absolutely beautiful. But I like just having super easy access to all the things that I know I need to use every day, and then I really have no excuse. So if all these were locked away underneath the cupboard, I might not use them. But if they are right there in plain sight at easy hands reach, it's super easy to do my skincare every day, put my moisturizer on, do my lip balm at night, get all those bits and pieces that I need to access quickly right at hand, and I think it looks really beautiful too. I'm sure it works brilliantly as a plant stand, but I think it looks even better and works even better as a little vanity tray. Next little tip or hack that I have for you is to use these lovely felted jewelry trays, stackable jewelry trays, which are again from Kmart, for your stationery organization. It just makes things super cute and really easy to organize when you have a place for everything and everything is in its place. These are great, they're super inexpensive, and you can get similar items to this on Amazon. They are just felted stackable jewelry organizers, but they also make fabulous desk organizers. They're all sectioned off and they come in lots of different compartment sizes. Bigger compartments to hold things like stationery and pens, smaller compartments to hold things like SD cards, sticky note papers, your AirPods, all those little bits and pieces that can otherwise very quickly mess up a study drawer. Now I do actually also use the stacking lidded version of it to hold all of my camera equipment. So all of the camera bits and pieces, all of the accessories, just so that they are all contained and held in one tray. The great thing about it is that it's velvety, like it's felt lined, so it's nice and soft. Nothing is going to get damaged or scratched. Then again, underneath you can use it for more storage. The options for storing items are honestly endless with these things. And you can fit so much into just the tiniest of space. So again, it's just looking at things which are intended for one use, which is obviously jewelry and accessories, and then just thinking what else it could be potentially a good use for, which is all of my camera accessories and extra additional storage for stationery and office supplies. Just looks nice, neat and cute, all tidy and tucked away. So guys, that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me and checking out some of my random home habits, hacks, tips and tricks, using things in ways they were not intended for, which to me is what constitutes a hack. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hang out and watch a few more videos. I'll leave some linked in the description I think you'll like. Have a fabulous day, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.